Hello everyone and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Probably not. You made a stupid decision based on your boner. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Perhaps it'll turn out to be all a big scam. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, so, obviously, there's all this stuff, and I could design it specifically to appeal to one particular girl, but I think instead I'm just going to try to find the darkest and grittiest word in each column and just put that in. So, I got pain and incapable, those seem to be the two. I'll just do pain. And okay. Let's see, what else? These are all decent, I suppose, except for cry. Okay, Jesus, Sayori! What the fuck? Alright, okay, cool. Judgment. Oh, okay, Yuri got that. Yuri likes that one. Oh, despise. Jesus Christ, Yuri. Okay. I guess tragedy. Wow, Sayori and Yuri are both super depressing. Holy shit. But no, Sayori is definitely more of the depressing, and Yuri is definitely more of the oppressing. So, what else? Ooh, atone. Let's see. Suicide. What the fuck? Okay, wrath. Jesus Christ. Agonizing. God. Alone. Yeah, I figured that'd be her. Did she just, jump a little bit there? Huh. I guess that would sort of resonate with the only girl who likes manga. Let's see. Captive. Boop. Oh my god. That's a Natsuki word for sure. Email. Okay, unstable. Let's see. Shopping, Valentine, play, bed, cheer, holiday, skipping, flying, anime, grief. God, seriously? This is actually really depressing. It's like I know their thoughts. Misery. Let's see. I don't know what effulgent means. I'm guessing... You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with effulgent. That seems like the most negative connotation. No, cage. Seriously? Alright, let's see. What next? Misfortune. Fester. Horror is obviously Yuri. Broken. Jesus Christ. Vertigo. Hurt was right there. I should have chosen that. God, these are all pretty happy stuff. I guess loud? Okay, I'm not sure if Sayori would like it more or Yuri, but one of the two. Hi again, Ryan. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Ryan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Lucky deserves any slack! Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too! I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Mangaka! Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Ryan always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Hehehe. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Ryan can become good friends too. Sayori. Hmm? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Alright, so I'm thinking it's Yuri who I was more appealing to. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention. Bitch! Even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yeah, and was a condescending little bitch about it. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. God, what kind of a horn dog am I playing here? Well, you can read it at your own pace. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a horn dog, but like, Jesus Christ, this guy. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. Okay, so yeah, my poem definitely appealed to Yuri the most. She sneaks another glance at me, blah blah blah. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I'll mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I guess she bought an extra copy, thinking that she'd give it to a friend? I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Relatable how? Because I've been told that The Catcher in the Rye is relatable, and that's a fucking horrible book. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yes, I get it, like this game. You're not as smart as you think you are. Well, okay, you're pretty smart, because I wouldn't have guessed that if I hadn't known that this was going to take a dark turn. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Ryan? Not generally, but, you know, this is a very popular game, it seems. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outset, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's like the mind of a serial murderer. That's my theory about her, by the way. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen to not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Okay, here's the crazy thing. I think that I'm caught up to where the Game Grumps are in their playthrough as of this recording. And they're like, they got it there in like, I don't know, fucking 5-10 minute episodes, and this took me 2 20s, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's, I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Oh, no, this is a day behind, where I thought we were. Ah. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it now, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means by reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Haha! Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Blah, blah, blah. Romance and shit. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm and the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb and after flicks this to her side. Now see, this proves that it's an American production, because Japanese people, Yuri would be the one flipping the page. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth on Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Dude, fucking, stop concentrating on how much you're turned on by her for a second, okay? Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Yeah, 'cause you're a fucking horn dog, you fucking idiot. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. And she's smiling, aw. It's probably the least I can do. Look, I know this is supposed to be framed as a visual novel, but it's just kind of bullshit that anyone would fall for anyone else this quickly. Yeah. On the other hand, I mean, I did fall for my girl pretty quickly as soon as we saw each other's face. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second-guesses a lot of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. Wow, this is kind of really a lot of not nice things you're saying, me. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Ryan, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ugh, it's so embarrassing that you think that. Embarrassing? How about insulting? Because you insulted him. You insulted her. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Yeah, you're a fucking idiot, but like not in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't really know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it that it's kind of cute. How is that cute? Ah, what are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing your thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Wink, wink, nudge, 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 wink, 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 nudge, why are you winking and nudging so much? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem out to first? Well, Sayori reminds me of my girl, so I'm gonna go and show off to her. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. This is a good poem, Ryan. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy to be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Ryan. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Oh god, wow, that hits me hard. Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Alright, I think I'm going to call it here, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll tell you what, come back for the next episode and maybe we'll start really getting into this. Until then, have a nice day, drive safely, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!